Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can increase your FPS in Minecraft. And this is going to be more of an in-depth tutorial guide. So if you guys really appreciate these kind of videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I'm going to make some more high quality videos like this. And hopefully you guys like the editing this video, because I tried a little harder on the editing spectrum in this video. If you guys enjoy, make sure to, actually I already said that. I'm really good at these videos. Anyways, let's go into settings. So settings, you guys should have sodium and sodium extra enabled. So what a sodium and sodium extra will do is it essentially just gives you a lot of options similar to Optifine, and it's really customizable than just sodium itself. Also, you guys should have Iris installed. It just allows you to use shaders. Um, so what you can do is, like, I keep my render distance at 4. Now you can keep it at 2, but I think 4 is just cleaner. And honestly, I feel like sometimes it runs better than just using 2. And 4 is just like 4 is good enough for most situations. Max out additions, I just keep this at 0. Simulation distance, it controls. Yeah, and another thing, this also shows you like what the setting does. I keep my brightness at 100 because it's just cleaner. And then full screen current, I just keep this at regular. Um, GUI scale is like obviously like whatever you guys want. I don't have full screen enabled. Um, VSync I usually have enabled. VSync just synchronizes your frame rate to your monitor's hertz. This makes your game feel extremely smooth, but it does like, and as the number of frame rate, it will like just cap it at your monitor's refresh rate. So for purposes of this video, I'm gonna keep this disabled. Max frame rate, just okay, this is obvious. Let's keep this at limited. View bobbing, I usually want to have it disabled. Attack indicator is completely optional. An autosave indicator is also optional. Quality, I keep this at fast. I turn off my clouds because they're really annoying. I put my weather to fast, my leaves quality to fast, particles to, usually I like to keep this at decreased. Smooth lighting, I turn it off. Biome blend 0. Entity distance, I would like to keep this at 50. Entity shadows, Vignette, keep those disabled. Distortion and FOV effects, I usually keep this at like 50, because I sometimes like to use fabric sometimes, just like plain fabric, no client, and then like that gets really annoying because that's not client side option. Minimap labels, I just keep this at 0. Performance, I wouldn't mess with these two, to be honest. Animations, I only have fire and block animations. Particles, I keep all the particles. But sometimes I really don't like the one that you get from nether portals and smoke. So yeah, and also I don't like redstone and so details. I have the sky still enabled, but personally, if you want FPS, sky should be disabled. Turn off stars, sun and moon. I don't have it, and weather I have it off. Biome colors, I have this enabled, and sky colors, I have this disabled. So, although if you guys want to have this enabled, you can just enable it. And fog, I just have it off because I just do not like fog in Minecraft. Light updates, I just, lighting updates will be processed, disable this effect lighting, and then yeah, and then I don't render item frames, armor, sands, painting, and pistons because I don't play much SMPs. I have no reason to have these enabled. Extras, I just enable this. Enable this. Cloud height, I just have this maximum because, although it doesn't really matter because I have clouds disabled anyway. And then overlay corner, I have it on the top left, but I don't use this FPS anyways. I don't use like these options anyway. So also I have toast disabled because I don't like them. And yeah, that's how. And you can see here I'm having 60 FPS, but keep in mind I'm also recording this video, so my FPS will be drastically like degraded just because I'm recording a video. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my desktop and talk about how I use my desktop to increase my FPS. But first, if you guys have a client, you really should be using a client, but I'll go into this in depth a little more. But make sure you turn off all these like unnecessary mods. So personally, if you don't use the mods, just disable it because like that will keep up a lot of your resources. For me, I have a ping mod already, so I don't need that. I like the perspective mod. I like the potion effects mod. I turn off item physics usually. I don't know why that's enabled. Glint, I have this on because it just looks nicer, to be honest. And then FOV changer, I have it on. Custom crosshairs, I have on because I like dots. So yeah, I just made a dot for there. Armor status, I have this on as well because it's useful for crystal PvP. And then custom chat, I have on because it just makes it look nicer. Obviously, if you guys want the best FPS, you should turn that off, but I like it, so I'll keep it on. Anyways, yeah, let me just go back to desktop Koalemos. Um, yeah. I don't know what else to call that. Yeah. What's up, guys? It's a desktop Koalemos. So first thing you guys are gonna want to do before you make any changes is to make a system restore point. So I'm not gonna put myself responsible if your computer like explodes while doing this. It won't, but if anything bad happens, I'm not taking responsibility because I am including this in the video. So you guys can just want to search up, create. I don't know how to spell for my life. Create restore point. Open this up, and then you're gonna want to create one. So create a restore point for a drive, so it has to turn it on. Create one. Create a system restore point. Name it whatever you want. I'm gonna call this pre-FPS. It's creating a system restore point. This might take a while. Okay, you see that it is created, so let me just close this out. Click OK. So first thing you guys want to do is clean. Well, first actually, you should really be using. You should really be using a client. So lunar client is a really solid option for you guys. I have lunar client enabled. It's the #1 free Minecraft client according to them, obviously. Well then, if you open this up and then I bring up the other screen, this is a lunar client. This is what lunar client looks like. And I'm also a user of feather client. So personally, I know 1.8 is a lot less resource hogging than the newest versions of Minecraft. So feather client is more if you really care about your FPS a lot, and I also use this way more for the newest versions. But I used to use a lunar client just for the 1.8 and whatever because it's just more easier to use. It's more less focused. But if you want to use the lunar client for the newest version, you can. It's perfectly acceptable. Recently, they did come out with sodium, so if you guys want to use sodium, there's an option for that. But personally, this is the way to go. So the way feather client works is that you have fabric, and then you have a bunch of mods. So this right here is Learn's mod pack. I have my own mod pack for 1.19, which is, I'll keep this in the description. But then I have all of this as well. These are not my FPS settings. These are Learn's. He's the #1 Europe crystal PvPer, I believe. And these are all the settings that he uses. Make sure you turn off Optifine Fabric if you want to use all of these anyway, because Optifine Fabric does not work for a lot of these mods. But first, what you should probably be doing is allocating more RAM. So RAM, I usually like to keep this at around 3,000 would be a good option. There's no reason to go more than this. And then, obviously, if you guys wanted to use any of these, I like using high performance. And also, you can repair the game for crashing a lot. So that's another option you can do. Then, so you can actually make your own server with Feather Client, and you can also choose another skin, if you guys just don't want to use the regular go to Minecraft or whatever. And that's a really good option. In Feather Client's actually pvplegacy is partnered with this, so you can just connect it immediately through there. Next option is to install WiseCare. So WiseCare is essentially like CCleaner, if you guys have never used CCleaner. So WiseCare, you can just go. I have this enabled, but I'll keep a download link inside my Discord, because that's where all the downloads of this video is going to be in. Click open. It might ask you to make some changes on your PC, and then you're just going to have the installer. I'm going to click install, and I just have this place because I already have installed, so I'm just going to do that anyway. Wait for it to install. Now you can choose. I don't want to view the user guide and release log, so I'm just gonna close that out and just launch it. And so this is what it looks like. So this is essentially, if you guys ever use CC Cleaner, this is like that, but it's not like literal malware. So this cleans up your registry. You can tune up your system. This is like essentially just like task manager. And this, you can also just do like daily checkups. And you also have a lot of utilities like game boosters, wise reminders, whatever. So if you guys want to just install Game Booster and put all the games you play, you can just do that. So wise Game Booster, and then you can optimize all these issues. I'm not going to optimize them right now because I'm recording, but just letting you know that that is an option. And yeah, it's a lot better than CC Cleaner. And also, when you install it, you can get this like little widget that you guys can just like have. It just shows you how much CPU your CPU is using. Personally, I do not like this, so I'm just gonna close it out. The next thing you guys want to do is clean out your temp folder. So you're just gonna want to go and click Run. Or if you guys don't want to do that, you can always hold Windows key and R, and that will bring this up as well. And then the one that you're going to want to type in is going to be just temp. Open it up. And this is your temp folder. So these are all the stuff that you really do not need. And are completely not needed. So what I want to do is select all of these, right click it, and just click delete. Now, some of these might say you need to provide administrator permission to do this folder. So you guys click enable this and click skip. So this will recycle all the things that you don't need to have. Okay, so these ones, so some of them might not make it through, which is completely fine, it's completely expected. But then you just don't want to go to your recycling bin. Well, I have a widget for my recycling bin, but you can always just look for your recycling bin. And just make sure you clean this out, because there's no reason to have this. It just takes up unnecessary space, so. And then we're just going to click empty recycling bin. Next thing you guys want to do, this is just like a general thing. You can just go to. You're just gonna go to this cleanup, and then on another screen you'll pop up with this, and you're just gonna want to select all that you think you're gonna need, and just click OK. And you can see it's like gonna like remove stuff that you don't need, as it's just ran, and you should have a lot more disk space after this. But another thing you guys want to do is make Minecraft a higher priority. So you want to go to Task Manager, go to your Task Manager. As you can see, my CPU is being used a lot, and this is OpenJDK platform. You're gonna want to go to here, go to details. Another thing you guys will want to do is go to your clone optimizer. So this link will also be in my description, but I already have this installed, so I'm just going to search for .bat files. Okay, so my computer couldn't find it, which is understandable because I haven't used it in a while, but I'm in their Discord server, so I'm just going to download it. from there. And it's gonna, if you guys want to download, it's gonna be in my Discord server, so yeah. Once you have it installed, you're just gonna want to go ahead and double click on it just to run it. And this is gonna be the page. It's gonna just open up the command prompt, and then here you can just go and select what you want. So we're gonna be wanting optimizations. So let's click one, and these are all the things that you can have. So if I was you, I would turn some of these off. So I'm gonna do 9 because I don't like acceleration. It's asking me for my display settings, so if you want, just to find that, you can go to your settings, your system, display, and then find your scale. So I keep it at 100, so I'm just gonna type here 100. Here I'm gonna turn on MSI mode, and I don't really want to use anything else, but maybe I'm gonna turn on 7 as well, and you're just gonna select 1. Then we're gonna go to next page, and there's no next page. Okay. Actually, there is some. So I have an Intel GPU, so I optimized all these. You guys can do soft restart. If you guys want game booster, just select game booster. It's gonna ask you to select the game location. So what you can do is just go to Feather Client, or if you have it running already, you can just go Feather Client. Actually, let's just want to search up Feather Client here. Feather Launcher, open file location, and then while you're here, right click again, open file location, and then this is where it's gonna be. I'm gonna copy this, paste it here, start, get this. See, continue, and yes, that's it. So then we're gonna go to X, which is gonna close out the entire thing, but then you just wanna open this up again. So next we're gonna go to game settings, so Minecraft, check the version you're on. I'm gonna put playing on 1.18, so I'm just gonna click on 3, snakes and glide, back. Then I wanna go to media, and this will help if you want to install a big OBS, record preferences, and streaming preferences. These are for FPS settings, blur settings, and video editing settings. So for me, I'm just gonna do 9, and this will like show this up if you want that, but I'm not gonna be needing that, so I'm just gonna close it out and open it again. And 4 and 5 are not a thing yet, but if you want to go 6, go 6. Then just want to click I agree, and then you can select these if you want to. So I'm gonna do disable idle, and turn on 5, and I'm gonna disable USB power savings with this effect latency, and then I'm gonna go back, and 7, and these will just give you, and then like these are just about. I don't need anything here, so I'm just gonna go click X to close, and that's how you optimize your computer with the phone. Just make sure you're gonna want to restart this eventually, just so your computer, just so all the effects can take place. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that because I'm recording, but just make sure you restart your computer at some point. And the last thing that I have is that you guys should update your graphics drivers. So to do that, you're gonna want to go here. Well, you're just gonna want to go find your graphics driver. So if you guys use like an HP laptop, which I do, I'm gonna go to my Intel driver and support system. So here, then it's gonna pop up this screen, your default browser. It's gonna scan your system, and it's gonna show you that I can use Intel graphics. But if you use I have an HP laptop, so instead of using Intel's, it advises me to go use HP once, and I use a laptop and let HP detect my product, and a prompt's gonna pop up. Click OK. It's gonna identify your products. You're gonna want to click on your laptop, select your OS. I use Windows 11, and then let it detect your drivers. Now I already updated all my drivers, so nothing's gonna pop up for me. But if you haven't, you're just gonna want to install them. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, their UI. And it's gonna pop up with this: the detection was successful, but you don't need any new drivers at this time. And it's because I already updated my drivers a while ago. So last thing before we go, make sure to go back to Y-Scare. And if you haven't already ran the checkups, the